My name is Jody, and I've been since 2006 going through multiple chemical sensitivities. My life prior to getting multiple chemical sensitivities was a good life. For 30 plus years, I worked hard, I traveled a lot, I enjoyed spending time with family and friends. I was just always on the go and doing things and living the life. I first noticed the multiple chemical sensitivities or things happening right after I went away. I was on a cruise and I came back, and the next day and I wasn't feeling great, and I went to a couple doctors to see what was going on. I went to an ENT, I went to a general practitioner, and nobody could really come up with what was wrong. And when I had gone away on this vacation and I came back, they say a lot of times if you're away from the known allergen and you come back, it can be a trigger and set you off. And going to work, being exposed to different things, and I became very hypersensitive and developed all these allergies. And I would say that was the beginning of when things started to take a turn. I had redness in my hands and swelling when I was touching metal objects. I was an optician for 15 years and I couldn't continue to do my job. I had to leave my job. I had swelling of my face. I had eczema patches, rashes all over my body. All these different things were starting to take effect, and I couldn't function. I had fatigue. I found it very difficult to do anything. It was the initial impact. It was very scary because we didn't know what was happening. I mean, again, all these things were going wrong in my system, and I wasn't feeling well, and it just and you don't know what to do, who to turn to. Fortunately, we were able to find doctors at Jefferson Hospital and in the integrative medicine department or the holistic medicine, and they knew exactly what was going on, and they were able to work with me and start me off on supplements, and they suggested I do meditation, which I did an 8-week course with that. I also tried acupuncture, where if you had told me about that 4 years ago, I would have said it was voodoo, and whatever you're into, that's great. But it amazed me, some of the different things that I've actually experienced through this whole process. It really opened up my eyes to a whole new world, and it's neat now. My whole entire lifestyle has completely changed. I mean, between the products that I use, beauty products and the chemicals, household cleaners and things like. I mean, I had my whole house completely gutted out, where it's now my safety zone, and it's a place where I can go that I know that are free from all these environmental problems and triggers and things like that. And life has been interesting. I think that I have learned more and more about being aware of what we're doing to the environment, and I think that I will be a healthier person in the long run. I've read up so much on the different things, how to eat better and how to live better, and just trying to avoid, because that was the one thing that the doctors had said to me. Every doctor that I went to, the key to what I needed to do to get better was avoidance. And it's difficult to avoid metal. It's difficult to avoid, people wearing perfumes, these chemicals that are out there. And if, I'm in a building that's not properly ventilated, there's so many things that it's hard to avoid, but it's being aware. the question is, will I ever be 100%? No. I have had many doctors and different specialists tell me that I will never be able to go back to where I was before. You know, that's life. I mean, I have to take what I have and go with it. And I just, you know, if I could get out there and tell the world to just think twice before you do things, you know, or just tell people that this does go on and that there are a lot of people suffering from this. There's a lot of people that are suffering that don't realize what they're suffering from. So, you know, just tell people that this does go on and that, you know, just be smart and think before you expose yourself to different things.